Hi Cancer, welcome into your reading. I know it's like the way I shaped my camera, I'm like, but it's a clearer picture than my laptop is, so. All right, let's see what's going on with you, Cancer. Guys, I just want to remind everybody, I usually do about 4 videos a month. They might not all resonate with you. Feel free to skip around and see which ones do. I usually upload over the weekends, Saturday or Sunday, typically. If somebody wants me to change it around, of course, please put it in the comments. I will. I do bonus readings on my Instagram handle, but I'm thinking of, starting to do that over onto my YouTube channel. Basically, if you resonate with the title in those bonus reads, then the messages are for you. But I do I pick one card for everybody in the collective. All right, enough about that. I'm also going to suggest you listen to your moon and your rising, as it's going to give you a better picture of what's going on in your situation. All right, so let's see what's going on. We're going to pick 2 more cards and we're going to get this reading going. Interesting. All right, let's see what's the outcome for my Cancers for the 3rd week of September. All right, let's see what's going on. At the bottom of the deck, Cancer, I have the Magician, Manifestation, having the tools necessary to do something that you need. 10 of Cups, you're both happy, wish fulfilled. 8 of Cups, somebody walked back into your life. You had your guard up. You had cut somebody out after they had given you an offer. Okay. All right. So some of you in the recent past were married to somebody and you felt a betrayal. That person had either walked away from you in your life or betrayed you in the marriage. And maybe you've separated for a little while. This person came back and offered some kind of an apology or to work on the marriage or the relationship. You decided to cut what wasn't working. You put your emotional guard up. You put that fence across your heart. Either you walked back or somebody else walked back towards this relationship, bringing you both wish fulfillment. And I believe it is you have manifested this situation. I'm definitely reading for somebody that's dealing with a problem in their marriage or a long-term relationship, or somebody that you do want to marry or have a long-term relationship with. Because in your situation, I have the Hierophant, which talks about marriage, getting married. The Star, which is talking about moving towards your true north, being optimistic, hopeful, and praying and wishing upon a star. So some of you are wishing upon a star regarding this marriage, that things will work out or that you will marry this person. You're remaining hopeful and positive, all while doing something in an orthodox fashion. We're going to clarify and we're going to see what that is. What is coming towards you is the 4 of Pentacles. This is you hanging on tightly onto something or someone. What you don't see coming are some sleepless nights. You're stressed. You will be stressing over something here. I think what you're stressing over, Cancer, is having to make a decision regarding something, or worrying that the other shoe is going to drop, the other shoe is going to fall, that when and if you have a reconciliation or things work out with this person, a lot of you Cancers are worried that it's not going to work out. So in your advice position, we have Death, which is Scorpio, 2 of Swords, confused and torn between making a decision, and the Tower, which is the cracking down of a foundation. You don't know what to do with this marriage. You don't know what to do with this relationship. You don't know what to do with this situation, because this is all in your advice position. This is very confusing to you. But these 2 cards say, let it fall. Let it break. Whether that's a fight, a divorce, a separation, a breakup, it's saying it's absolutely necessary. Even if you're to have a reconciliation, this still needs to take place. Because what was going on in the past wasn't working, and you had to put an end to it, at the very least transform it. So these 2 in the advice position, you really need to end this past relationship or whatever, or this foundation. Even if it's a job, career, it had to go away. It had to break apart. And the universe is urging you to let it go. Because if you don't, you're not going to be able to have something better for yourself. And you're confused. I knew it. I had a feeling with this Nine of Swords. You're torn because you don't know what kind of a decision to make here. It could be between two people, or it could be two situations. Your outcome, another 2. 7 of Wands, 7 of Swords, 2 sevens, 2 twos. Interesting. Fives talk about change, and they're no fun. They're definitely no bueno. The sixes are when you've moved on past the changes. Sevens is now when you're determining things, when you're looking at it for its face value. So in your outcome position with these 2 sevens here, 7 of Swords and 7 of Wands, you're very much defensive, or somebody here is very defensive regarding a past situation where somebody had cheated, lied, ghosted you, ran away like a thief in the night. And now you don't know what to do. If you are to forgive this person and move on with it, or leave them in the dust and start a new journey alone. And that scares you a little bit, Cancer. It really does. But in the outcome position, you really are using, a little bit of those like stealth moves of yours, like cerebrally you've been thinking, and now you're defending yourself. You're taking that action. These are the thoughts, these are the actions where you put up those wands and that defense I was telling you earlier, where you're talking about this, I thought about this clearly, and this is the decision I'm thinking of taking. You're definitely looking towards your future. This is the fork in the road. So this is kind of the energies that you guys are vibing this week. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start clarifying, and we're going to see what's going on here. Universe, angel, spirit guides, help me guide my Cancer people here. Tell me what's going on with Cancer. Definitely about a marriage, definitely talking about being happy. So maybe you had a reconciliation, maybe you had a conversation, maybe you were speaking to this person. Parts of you guys are worried that it's going to fall apart, and now you're deciding what to do. Because you are wishing upon a start regarding this marriage, or getting married, or getting engaged, or doing something in a normal, typical way. What is the star in the Hierophant? Could be dealing with an Aquarius, could be a Taurus. It is definitely the beginning of a new opportunity here. Because I've been feeling and vibing this. This is Ace of Pentacles. Somebody offering you an opportunity to start over, do over, or it could be new altogether. It's something new. And this is after you've healed. After there was a period of healing. Look at this, 9 of Swords again, being stressed up at night because you not having all the answers. Sometimes this is your card. There was something toxic in your relationship. Some of you could have been dealing with an Aries. Somebody here was working too hard and neglected you. It could have been you were working hard and they're neglecting you, or there was some kind of neglect here. And then there was some kind of betrayal. I don't know if there was cheating or whatever, but in this marriage, in this relationship, in this situation, or in this possibility of getting something new, the opportunity is there. So that's the situation you're dealing with this week. So let's go ahead and see what this 4 of Pentacles is. What is the 4 of Pentacles, please? You're hanging on to something very tightly. Why is the 4 of Pentacles here, please? You're definitely reviewing your options. You definitely manifested this situation, Cancer. So 7 of Cups, more or less, I'm feeling like you might be a little bit confused. You're still hanging on to something. The Empress. Some of you want to give birth to new life into whatever this is with this person, whoever you are. Some of you have been trying to have a family, and you're still not giving up on that idea. Some of you just want to birth something new into this world. It could be a creative project, it could be something at work, but this could also be talking about birthing this marriage, or literally giving birth. The 7 of Swords still wants to pop its head out here. You're holding on to that betrayal, that deceit, that thing that somebody had done to you. The walking out on you, the ghosting, the cheating, the whatever. They dumped your cup of love. Or you did that to them. Emotionally, feeling, they dumped it. And you're like, what the fuck? I don't know. And now maybe they're back, or you're thinking about, you know, keeping them. This is going to keep you up at night. You definitely are trying to manifest a future where things are just even keel, no longer stressful, no longer, you know, just a pain in your ass. You're just tired a little bit over here. You are worried about this relationship. What is this Nine of Swords? And, you know, relationship, take it how it resonates. If this is work, apply it to work. If this is family, apply it to your family. If this is a relationship, you know. Okay, so I have the Fool in reverse. Maybe some of you are dealing with an Aries, but it's clarifying the Nine of Swords. You're stressed and you're not sleeping at night because there isn't, you don't feel secure in this situation. You feel like, I was saying earlier, the shoe's going to drop. Of course, some of you could be feeling like you're not trusting the situation, so you're not willing to take a leap of faith towards this person or this situation because you keep reminiscing over the guilt, the sorrow, the being left out in the cold, the being dissed, the betrayal, the ending of the marriage, the relationship, the engagement. It was stable and then it wasn't. Or this is something you really want. This is what you're trying to manifest. Stability. Stability in your marriage, stability in your home. And there was a betrayal, there was a deceit, and there was an ending. You were left out in the cold. And now you keep reminiscing over that, not looking at the opportunities that are here behind you. So this is being represented to you in your world. And now you're up at night and you don't know if you should take a leap of faith towards this situation. Because I don't see you. I see you being a little bit stuck there. Here you are, confused. Over ending this, you know, and transforming this relationship into something else. But this foundation that you had to go. I don't know, a lot of you, there are going to be messages, that's for sure, because this just popped out in my face. There will be messages going back and forth very soon. Why is the Two of Swords here? Death and the Tower. You're trying to heal a broken heart, that's for sure. And under that is death. And you're not letting that go. So that's what death is here. You have to let go of that, the broken heart. Because without that, you're not going to be able to grow a new relationship. Give birth to a new relationship or situationship. Okay, so in your advice, they're telling you, let the tower fall. Let it go. Let it crumble. Some of you could be dealing with a Aquarius also, but here it is, the Star. You need to remain positive. You need to remain hopeful. Two of Cups is here. You both feel the same way about each other. You're soulmates. You love each other. You both feel that way. High Priestess. Maybe some of you are dealing with a Pisces, but I think this is like saying you trust your intuition. This is hardcore screaming at me. Tell Cancer to trust their intuition. The Hangman. Here's another card of Pisces. Two cards of Pisces, but it's saying you need to see something from a different perspective, but I think somebody's going to come along and they're going to give you an epiphany, or you will have an epiphany once somebody says something to you and be like, oh, the light bulb goes on and you're like, yes, that's what I'm going to do. But they're saying this relationship is different. You have to see it in a different perspective. Use your intuition regarding this relationship. Remain positive, remain hopeful. My nose is itchy. This happens to me every time I do a reading. That means I'm right on point. For some of you, there's a woman involved in this situation who will be visiting you, who is probably this person here who's going to help you. Let them. This foundation has got to go away in order for you to be able to make something new with this couple. You really need to heal yourself. Or it's saying in order for you to find this true soulmate situation, you have to let this current foundation go away and heal. Or the universe cannot bring you this person. Anyway, let's see what's going on here. 2 sevens, 7 of Swords, 7 of Wands, and the 2 of Wands. Let's see what this is. We're going to clarify this in your outcome. Interesting. Why is this Seven of Swords here, Seven of Wands, and the Two of Wands. You're definitely going to move in a different direction, Cancer, and you're going to have to defend yourself while you're doing this. And you're just trying to think up of some strategic way of presenting it to somebody, because this is going to be a new chapter in your life. You're moving on. Some of you might actually be traveling. Let me get the card that fell. Yeah. Some of you have been holding on to something from the past, and it's time to let it go. It's time to close out that chapter and begin a new one. Here you are. There is a female that's coming to help you. She's also a mother or motherly and very nurturing. You guys are in the process of some sort of major decision here. I can feel and see. You are going to move forward, Cancer, and you are going to defend that decision that you do eventually make, and you're just going to be strategic about it. And here are the clarifiers to that. Because you're warm, loving, and caring. There might be also a mother figure who's here who's going to help you. Because you are holding on to the past, or you are holding dearly onto something else. And you really need to start this new chapter in your life. You will. You will. You will go down that new road, what's meant to be for you. Let me get some romance angel cards to close out your reading. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, I keep hearing Cancers know instinctively what they need to do here. You could be also dealing with an Aries. I saw that twice. Yeah, a lot of you are in separation mode. You know, my cards usually are right on point. You have retreated. That's at the bottom of the deck. You are in separation because that's what fell out. And two other cards fell out. Let me see what they are. Free yourself. And go out there and meet new people. Flirt. Go ahead and flirt. Because right now, you're not feeling so great. You know, you're up at night. You're stressing. You're doing this thing to yourself. You're torturing yourself. You just need to free yourself. Yes, you guys are going through a period of separation. Yes, you have retreated. Go out. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Enjoy yourself. You're about to start a new cycle in your world. Let me see what's going on with the Moonology deck. For my dear Cancers. We can move on. What's going on with Cancer? I know they make you happy and you make them happy, but they've just done something to you that you just can't deal with anymore, you know, and they put you out in the cold, or you put them out in the cold. It's the saying, it's meant to be. Let it crack down. What do you need to release? What do you need to let go of? Could not be more clear. Hold your vision. You are moving in the right direction. You are focused and you are going into that correct direction. You are good enough. And we are in Virgo season. But, you know, this is just to remind you, you are definitely good enough. Just because something failed or something isn't working out doesn't mean that you can't rise to the occasion. Could be very well that this person had, like, you know, taken advantage of you, which is what it feels like. And at the bottom of the deck, it's time to take action. New moon in Aries. So you could also be dealing with an Aries person, as I said. But it's time to take action. Because you're at that fork in the road and you're confused. It's time to make that choice, Cancer. I'm gonna pull a funny card for you. Actually, no, I'm going to pull one of these cards. I'm not doing the funny cards. If there's a message that this person wants to say, their ex or the person that they're separated with, Cancer, Universe, Angel, Spirit Guides, what's the message to Cancer, please? What's the message to Cancer, please? What's the message to Cancer from their person that they're dealing with or separated from? One more. I take the top two, please. One more. Thank you. Okay. I knew exactly what I was doing when they probably betrayed you. I hide behind material things. They probably do. You were the best thing in my life, for sure. Did they spend a lot of money or waste money? You speak to me through music. So every time they hear a song, it reminds them of you. And what's at the bottom of the deck? We need to let each other go. That's why you got this in your advice position. This isn't the best of messages. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. They're not always unicorn and rainbows. But, you know, if my readings, usually if you want the honest truth and you need help to mitigate your fallout, this is the place to come. You know, I love all my followers. I love all my collective. And I like to keep my readings true. And I feel like sometimes I'm talking one-on-one like you're my friend. Because I want to be honest with you guys. So if you were my friend and we went for coffee, this is exactly what I would say to you too. Because just like the universe wants the betterment of you, so would I. So we use tarot as a guide, as a tool to help mitigate that. I hope this made a lot of sense for you, or I hope it gave you some clarity. Of course, you could tell me to go fuck myself. That's okay. But you can also leave me messages and tell me what's up. And I will see you next week, Cancer. Love you.